Hello and how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're a returning viewer, I'm glad to have you back and welcome to another episode of Assassin's Creed 2. I do want to put a disclaimer. Like I've said in my other videos, my washer and dryer is going today, so I may not be talking a lot today because it can be quite noisy. But that being said, 2 episodes ago, we learned that Giovanni was an assassin. And Ezio didn't believe him, didn't believe his uncle at all, just didn't want any part of it. And then, after a couple of days, because the training takes place over a couple of days, they don't tell you that. But, the training takes place probably about over the course of a week or so, we'll say. And then we learn that Ezio was poking through Mario's library. So then he believes him. He believes everything that he reads. He's still unaware and unsure of things, but he believes them. And then they go and attack a village or a town in Tuscany. Not the civilians, of course, just the bad guys. So the guards and as well as the rival family. Once the rival family was destroyed, Ezio definitely got the better got the worst of him that came out with all the anger, and I couldn't figure out how to word that. Basically, his anger and sadness all came out, and, Mario had to put a stop to that and said, don't become him. Basically, don't go to his level. And then he basically said, we'll meet up in the villa, and that was the end of that. In the last episode, though, we watched a 30-minute video live-action movie actually made by Ubisoft to be paired with this game. It shows Giovanni, while he was an assassin, took place a couple of years before the game took place. Interesting stuff. It really showed that he did things to protect his family, to protect his city, Florence, and just overall to make sure that all of Italy was safe. And we also seen conspirators and the Templars. Just a nice backstory. Interesting stuff. In today's episode, I guess we're going to be meeting up with Uncle and see what he has to say. So let's grab our drinks, grab our snacks, and let's get into this. Okay, so there are some things I'd like to talk about before we start. So as you can see, these run-down buildings and stuff like that. One over here, one over here. There's a couple other ones as well. Another one way down there. There's going to be a point in time where you actually start building up the villa. I think I've talked about this before, but you build it up, you put money into the town, and essentially you get royalties every 20 minutes in-game. But basically you get royalties. The more money you put into the town, the more money you get back. So that's pretty cool. Also, another thing that I want to talk about too is this thing here is actually a fast travel station. I never talked about that. You come here and you can fast travel to places you've been to. The cool thing is about that is that every Eagle Point that you unlock is where you can fast travel to. Now, it's not free. You do have to pay money, but it's just something cool I thought I'd tell you. All right, so let's go see what Uncle Mario has to say now.
And here he is, our campione Ezio.
Oh, hey, Ezio! I see you've wasted no time starting the celebration.
And why not? You've done us a great service, Nipote. With Vieri dead, La Toscana will grow quiet once more. Do you know what that means?
Basta lavorare.
Si passa tutto il giorno a bere.
E a puttane.
What? It's true. Come, Ezio, walk with me.
Yes, uncle. De Pazzi answered to another. A Spaniard.
He is Rodrigo Borgia, one of the most powerful men in all of Europe, and leader of the Templar Order.
Which makes him responsible for the murder of my father and brothers.
Yes, and he will kill you too, given the chance.
Then I must stand against him if I wish to be free. But not until every other Templar has fallen to my blade. Father's list will guide me.
Where will you go next?
Firenze. Francesco de Pazzi will share the fate of his son.
A sensible next step. No doubt he intends evil for the city. All right, that's enough grim talk for one night. I'll be in my study if you need me.
I shall read the letter my uncle gave me.
Messer Francesco, I have done as requested and spoken with your son. I agree with your assessment, though only in part. Yes, Vieri is brash and prone to act without forethought. And he has a habit of treating the mercenari like playthings. I have received reports of at least 3 men being disfigured as a result. But I do not think him, as you put it, beyond repair. Rather, I believe the solution to be a simple matter. He seeks your approval, your attention. These outbursts of his are a result of insecurities born out of a sense of inadequacy. He speaks of you often and fondly, and expresses a desire to be closer to you. So, if he is loud and foul and angry, I believe it is simply because he wants to be noticed. He wants to be loved. Act as you see fit on the information I've given you here. But I must ask that we end this correspondence. Were he to discover the nature of our conversations, I fear what might become of me. Yours in confidence, Fra Giocondo.
Look familiar?
On their codex pages.
Yes. Your father managed to find and translate a few before he...
Here.
This is not your father's work. Someone else has translated it.
Leonardo da Vinci, a friend.
Do you see the way the words cross from one page to the next?
There is something underneath it all. Some kind of map. Where is it supposed to lead?
Your father and I managed to make out bits of a prophecy scrawled across these pages. It was written by an assassin like us, who long ago held a piece of Eden. His name was Altair. He spoke of something powerful and ancient hidden beneath the land.
What is it?
What indeed? Solving that little mystery is exactly why we collected these pages.
Then let me help. Each time I take on my father's work. All of it. I start with the page I took from Vieri. Leonardo will decode it for us.
Bene. Return here when time permits, and we'll add it to the wall.
You'll break his neck.
Okay, I wish I could have talked a lot earlier, but, you know, my washer was going and it would have been very distracting. So as you can see, Ezio has now kind of been introduced to Altair by Uncle mentioning him, saying that he was a very important person and he, you know, did the codexes and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Basically, a very, very important person. And then Ezio, you know, basically came to the conclusion himself that he's like, you know what, I really should finish my father's work, and that he shouldn't just abandon everything. So as you can see, he's very, very slowly starting to mature, which is nice. It's the character development in these 3 games from Ezio that is just very, very amazing, and you guys will see it for sure. But as you can see, he has decided to stay and help Uncle, which is very good. A little distracted. The stupid music playing in the background. You can probably hear it from the from the washer. As you can tell, sometimes I get easily distracted. If you're a long-time viewer, you'll definitely know that. I'll be talking and then out of nowhere I'll be like, yeah, and then blah, 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 something different. So I do apologize when that happens. Just try to ignore it. So, yeah, basically, like I said, Ezio is slowly maturing. He's slowly understanding that his father's work is very important. Just to recap a little bit, Uncle Mario also mentioned Altair and how important he is. That he made all these codexes and stuff. How do I get out of this place? Oh my god. Alright, we gotta go this way and then work our way around. Yeah, basically explain to him how important Altair was, which you guys will learn in the next couple of games as well, like Brotherhood and Revelations. More so Revelations, like I said, you guys will really clue into how important this guy is. But yeah, come on, let's go. Where's the horse? I'm not running all the way over there. All right, let's go. All right. The last one is way over here. Okay, so the last one should be here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Alright, perfect. Boom. And now I think we gotta return to decoding. I didn't even read what that said. Basically, decoding 4 things will do something. I don't know. Go check on Claudia. Okay, so I think we're at the point now where what I was talking about before about doing the shops and on renovating and all that and getting money in. I think this is where we're at now. I can't fully remember, but I'm pretty sure when you meet her, I think she's in the study area. And then she talks about having to renovate and finances and all that kind of stuff. So I think this is where we're at. And I can't remember if we have to go to Leonardo for every page we get, or if it just kind of automatically gets done. It's been a little bit since I've played this, but you know, it's an adventure. It's a fun time that we're doing, so we'll figure it out. All right, let's see how Claudia's doing. You know, it's also got to be pretty hard for her too. So let's see how she's doing.
Salute, Claudia.
Our uncle is un mostro. This is outrageous.
What's happened?
He's making me work. If Father was here, I'd never be stuck behind a desk like this.
And what are the terms of this supposed enslavement?
Since someone decided we're going to stay here, Zio Mario suggested we try and find the money to repair the villa. Problem is, there isn't any.
I bet I can bring in some money.
Oh, great. More work for me. Well, benissimo. If you start paying for improvements to the town, I'll keep track of them in this book. And since I have nothing better to do, I'll also make note of any objects you bring in from the outside. If you actually get this place up and running, travelers might visit and spend money. Although I doubt anyone will want to come this far out of the city. But if they do, I'll keep the money we make in this chest. You're going to have to show up to take it to the bank yourself. Because when it gets full, I'm just going to take the extra cash for myself. Capito?
Deal.
Alrighty, so yes, this is what I was talking about. Total value is 1,250. Let's see, chest. Press X to collect money. So, okay. I see. It's just showing. Okay, so this is just to show us then. So let's see, summary, shops. So total income so far every 20 minutes is 1,000. Sorry. I think I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Oh, wait a second. So, yeah, okay, I get it now. So we can hold $1,915 in the chest. We get $191 every 20 minutes. So it caps out at, 1,915. Yeah, I think that's how that works. Like I said, it's been a while. Okay, renovations, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's just get out of this now. Okay. So the chest beside her, well, it's not really beside her, it's kind of behind her, is right here. This is where we collect our monies. We can't really do anything with it right now, obviously. And then, let's see here. We go over here and we talk to this guy here.
Buongiorno. Is there something wrong?
Ser Mario hired me to deal with this mess, but I'm an architetto, not a miracle worker. Without money, I can't fix any of these buildings.
And if someone brought you money?
Then we'd be in business. You must be Ser Ezio. Am I right?
Uncle, I like this architetto.
He gets very observant when he can smell money.
If you want to fix up this town, I'm going to need it. I have a price list here for new shops and renovations. Just bring me gold, make a choice, and I'll begin at once. If I build you a shop, you, as the landlord, can purchase goods there at lower rates. If you invest more money in the shop, you get an even greater discount. As for renovations, well, you'll be bringing the town and villa back to life. As Ser Mario tells me, that was very important to your great-great-grandfather. Plus, when you buy shops and renovations, you'll be increasing the number of people who visit, causing your income to increase. So, let's take a look, shall we?
Awesome. Okay, so these are all of the things. So as you can see, so if we click on this, there's 3 levels for each thing. So we have an art merchant, a bank, a blacksmith, a doctor, tailor, brothel, the mines, a church, military barracks, the thieves guild, and a well. All right, so let's see here. We don't have an art merchant yet, so let's buy this. Okay, we're going to open the bank, of course. Okay, so we already have a blacksmith, so that's correct. We already have that, that's correct. We don't have a tailor, so let's buy this. Let's see if we can just at least do level 1 for each one. Ooh, that's a lot of money. $3,000. Okay, maybe we'll skip that. We'll skip that. Skip that. And, ooh, alright. Right, everybody in the browser. Okay, whatever. I guess we'll do it anyway. Alright. And I don't think I can do it anymore. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. Alright.
Buon viaggio!
Alright, so our value went up. And, alright, let's go see what we can buy. Alright, well, we will go speak to Mario in a few minutes. Let's go out here, and let's see what our changes did. We don't want to do any training right now. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we already had this. Okay, we don't have this. Okay, what is this? This is... Oh, so this is dyeing clothes. Yeah, this is all the same stuff. Alright, pouches. Okay, yeah, we can't buy that, of course. Alright, let's go over here. We see, we got this. Treasure maps. Oh, sweet. Yeah, we're gonna buy that because we definitely want to get all the treasure maps here. Going into paintings, again, I want to put up a warning. There is nudity in the painting because this is the Renaissance, it's Italy. And I know I've explained this before, but they view the female form as a way of beauty, so it's not, you know, in any way sexual or anything like that. So if it doesn't bother you, feel free. If it does bother you, feel free to move forward when I'm dealing with the paintings, because you do have to buy a lot of paintings, and quite a few of them do deal with that sort of content. I don't think I'll get in trouble on YouTube because, again, it's not in a bad way. It's, you know, they're historical. They are real historical paintings, so I don't think I'll get in trouble. Anyway, so let's take a look here. So again, not all of them are what I said, but quite a few of them do have that. Let's see. So this one with a cat, she looks pretty nice. Ooh, this is pretty cool. Riding a horse. You know, it looks like that is a person of the church standing outside a some sort of cave or something. Ooh, Ideal City. That's really nice. And okay, that's really cool. So the ones like this, obviously, we can buy them. So let's do that. All right, really cool stuff. And then they don't disappear. As you can see, it just says already owned. All right, cool stuff. So one thing I will say is that, oh, also whenever you buy stuff for it, so like when you buy paintings and stuff like that, the value of the city also goes up as well. Pretty cool. So here's our doctor here. Okay, so how are we doing for time here? 25 minutes already. Wow. So I may talk to Mario, see what he wants us to do. Actually, no. I think I'll save that for the next episode. So I may actually end this episode here. I didn't think we were going to get all that much done today. I thought it was going to be kind of like a lazy, not really a lazy day, but, you know, more of a information day. You know, we were told about, like I said, Altair and blah, blah. I won't repeat all that stuff until the very end. But as you can see, we have lots of treasures here. Really good stuff. The one thing I did want to mention is when it comes to side content, like the running races, the deliveries, all the chests here, I'm not going to make you guys watch me run around and collect, you know, all the chests, because that would take up way too much time, and it'd be boring. Some side stories I will probably do on the channel if I feel like they add to the story or they add to Ezio, or if I feel they're just interesting things that, Ezio, partakes in, and I feel like it'd be worth showing. So I think we're going to end today's episode here, like I said. And then in the next episode, I should have all these treasures cleaned up. I have a whole bunch of treasures to collect in Tuscany, but I'm not all that worried about that right now. But yeah, so let's save this up here. Actually, the fun fact is you don't even have to save it. It auto-saves, which is a blessing and a curse. Because if I screw up recording, it means I have to restart the entire game and rush back to where we are. But yeah, I guess that's kind of a downside. But anyway, so let's recap a little bit, because we didn't really do much today, but we did have a pretty good information dump. So Ezio is now continuing his father's work to take down the Templars. He also learned of the Codex pages that he got. Well, he got the one from Leonardo, but he didn't really understand much. Now he understands that the Codex pages were created by the great Altair. They've been looking for the pages for many, many, many years, but could not find all of them. Eventually, throughout our travels of this game, we will find all of them, and we will see where this great map that Altair created will lead us. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I know we didn't do all that much, but again, it was a nice information dump. If you did enjoy it, feel free to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Assassin's Creed 2.